Okay, stock as I am back as promised after the screening of Gillo Pontecorvo's The Battle of Algiers, the new 4K DCP restoration that I just caught as part of the New York Film Festival's 54th iteration. What can I say about this movie that hasn't been said already? It's a flat-out flawless masterpiece. It's also, I guess this says as much about the quality of the film as it does about the sad state of the world. It's as timely as it ever was. No matter what stance you take politically, it explores both sides, and it doesn't actually take a side. I mean, it's sort of fascinating, and again, in a sad way, that this film over the last, 5 decades has been studied both by revolutionaries and militants, and, very famously, allegedly, I guess, I don't know if it's ever been proved, but it was also studied by some of our military leaders, some of the American military leaders in the Second Iraq War, for its torture tactics and for the results that it provides, or lack of results that it provides, and which is kind of ironic, because if you watch the film, it ultimately proves that these tactics came to naught, and actually, if anything, they serve to radicalize the people even further. So it remains a fascinating political screed, and like I said before, it's been studied by everybody, Sidney Lumet, Oliver Stone, anybody who's interested in making any kind of a procedural, particularly a military procedural or a political procedural. A lot of the film was cast with non-actors. A couple of people who appear in the film were actually involved in the actual resistance against the French in the 50s. Not playing themselves, but playing other characters. Some of them knew the people that they were playing. So politics aside, let's get to the film. The restoration looks brilliant. It looks absolutely brilliant. They did everything they could to preserve what looks like the grain from the 35mm, the original 35mm version of the film. They didn't clean it up too much. They kept it in the spirit of what Pontecorvo, I think, was trying to create back in the 60s. It looks like it's a mix of documentary footage and traditional narrative film, but it's actually none of it's actual events. It was all staged. It was all restaged for the filming. So some of it's shot. It looks like there's no way it couldn't be actual footage of the uprising and the marches, but it was all staged for the film. Morricone's score would be sort of revived for the Untouchable soundtrack that he did in 1987. You can hear echoes of it anyway, and as great as that soundtrack is, I think this one is the superior one. I think it's also the more iconic one. Morricone's widely known, I would think, more widely known for his work in the Western genre, specifically the spaghetti westerns, which he did some of the greatest work any film composer has ever done. But some of his best work was outside that genre. This being an example, The Untouchables being another one, Roland Joffe's The Mission, surely. Leone's Once Upon a Time in America, Terrence Malick's Days of Heaven. But this is surely one of the most important scores he ever wrote, and again, he would echo it later on in other works, specifically The Untouchables. If you haven't seen this movie, it's going to be coming to the Film Forum soon. Go to www.nitratestock.net and check the interactive calendar there, and you'll be able to find out. I believe it's 2 weeks away. There's normally a longer lag time between films, reconstructions, revivals of movies that are appearing at the film festival, and when they then make their way to more traditional venues like the Film Forum. This one's happening pretty quick. It's only a couple of weeks away. Also, the restoration of One-Eyed Jacks that's showing up here in a week, I believe, is coming to the Film Forum before the month of October's out as well. So there's a speedy releases going from film festival to traditional repertory venue. But if you haven't seen The Battle of Algiers, it's a must. It's absolutely essential cinema. It's the boilerplate for so much cinema that was going to come after it. It's still, like I said, very sadly timely, but also a testament to the brilliance of the work that they did. So, yeah, well, this is my first night back at Lincoln Center, back for the film festival, my third New York Film Festival, and I don't know if it shows, but I'm in my glory right now, and I hope you're getting a kick out of watching this. Like I said, this is the first night, the official first night of Nitrate Stock TV, my YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing this from now on, every time I attend a repertory film screening, anywhere in the 5 boroughs, and just 30 minutes outside attainable by mass transit, if you know the rules on the website. So, yeah, this is me happy. And the interactive calendar for October just went live today, so if you haven't checked it out yet, please check it out at www.nighttradestock.net. Follow me now on YouTube, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow me, stalk me, you know, let me call the cops on you. That's my real goal here. I'll find you people. All right, well, from the Film Society of Lincoln Center, this is Joseph Walsh signing off for now, but I will be back over the next 2 weeks to be back up here for multiple screenings. Again, I'm looking forward to the Brando, One-Eyed Jacks. I'm looking forward to Robert Bresson's L'Argent, and many other films. This is my favorite time of year when this rolls around. Spectacular, and again, I want to thank all the people up at the Film Society, specifically Rachel Allen and Beryl Lynn, for making this possible for me for a third year in a row. So, yeah, I got a lot to look forward to, and so do you. Get your tails up here and catch some of these movies. In some cases, you only have one opportunity to do it. So, buy your ticket to the New York Film Festival. Come and join me. And I'll see you up here. This is Joe Walsh from NightTradeStock.net. Stick with me, stockers.